And a good Monday, the 10th of May, 2021, to each and every one of you. And I hope everybody had a wonderful, good Mother's Day weekend. And thank each of you for the cards, for the notes, and everything that you sent me. It was great. Lots and lots of weather to talk about today, so grab your coffee, your tea, whatever you got handy, maybe a bottle of water, and sit back and watch, because I got a lot to tell you about. We got severe weather for eastern North Carolina. I'll say central to eastern North Carolina, all the way down in parts of South Texas. It's a severe weather alert day for eastern North Carolina, so stay tuned. I want to show you all that stuff coming up. In the headlines in general, well, of course, we have Tropical Storm Andres. I'm going to talk about that, and you can see on the map here as we look at the map what's going on over in the Atlantic and also the Gulf. But in other news, well, I put that video out Saturday about the Chinese rocket coming down. Well, it did come down in the time frame that I figured out. It went in the Indian Ocean just west of the Maldives. So apparently it didn't hit any land, but it was really close to the Maldives area and the Maldives area in the Indian Ocean. And in other headlines so far that's not weather related, well, over the past few days, the Colonial Pipeline got hacked, and Russia hacked it. Yeah, and anywhere from Pennsylvania down south over towards Texas, that is the areas that this pipeline served. So be aware of your gas prices. In the next few days, they should go up. And Bill and Melinda Gates, they're getting a divorce, a $130 billion divorce. Well, apparently it's been in the works now for a couple of years, because Melinda found out that Bill had dealings with Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, lots going on, folks. Let's go check out Andrea. This is what Andrea's looking like this morning on the satellite. But folks, we're going to go over to the National Hurricane Center in a moment, check out what they have to say. But I think due to the southwesterly vertical wind shear and the entrainment of dry mid-level airflow from the west, that should induce some gradual weakening today in this tropical storm. I'm saying it should, not saying it's going to, but it should start to weaken. This is Hurricane Awareness Week, folks, and now is the time to prepare. Don't wait until we have a threat in the Gulf or the eastern seaboard coast. Now's the time to prepare. Make sure you got your insurance stuff checked out. There's more than just food and water and medicine. There's all kind of things, everything. Make sure if there's any trees that may fall, you trim them up. Get all that. Just get everything done. Go ahead and prepare in case we have a hurricane this year, which I think we will. But right now in the Atlantic, there aren't any at all. But over in the Eastern Pacific, we do have Tropical Storm Andres. Now, the winds 40 miles per hour. The central pressure is 1,005 millibars. Now, it's located at 14.7 north, 109.1 west. It's still moving northwest around 5 miles per hour. Now, when we look at the map here, now you have to remember this isn't Eastern time or Mountain time. This is Pacific time, okay? Here it is at 3 a.m. this morning, looking like that wind and dry air I'm talking about looks like probably at some point today it will die down in strength a little and become a tropical depression again. Still moving out this way. No danger to land at this time, and I think it'll fizzle out before it's any danger to anybody, except if you are a fisherman or mariner of any sort. If you're out in this area of the water, you need to pay attention and stay safe. I said it was a severe weather day probability chance for central to eastern North Carolina. You can see it right over here. And for North Carolina, well, it's looking like the most severe weather is going to happen anywhere between 2 o'clock this afternoon and maybe 8 or 9 this evening. Now, the further you get to the coastline, that goes to the further timeline, where it should be like, 9 o'clock before you guys, especially along the Outer Banks, starts to feel something out in here. But I'll say from 2 p.m. this afternoon till 8 or 9 tonight, we need to watch out because these storms, I think we probably are going to have maybe 1-inch hail. 60-mile-per-hour winds are possible, and there is a chance of some tornadoes popping up, but I think that will be low. However, it could happen. Now, when we come on down to parts of Texas down in here, you guys could have 2-inch hail. And it looks like your severe weather will be mostly coming up in these afternoon and evening hours also. So be aware. Now, if you're in the marginal outlook, pop-up thunderstorms you can have, they could be severe, but the biggest is for central to eastern North Carolina and also down in parts of South Texas. So far as the tornado forecast, 2% in Texas, Louisiana, the lower portions of Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle, and also central to eastern North Carolina. The higher winds are going to be down around South Texas and also for eastern North Carolina. That's why I said 60-mile-per-hour winds are not going to be out of the question, so please be aware of that. And so far as the hail, 5% everywhere except, I told you, Texas could have some 2-inch hail. They could have some very severe hail, as you see in the southern sections of Texas here, up to 15%. Stay safe, watch your skies, be aware of what's going on. Here we have the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. As you can see, this is what's going on. We're already starting to get some of these storms to pop up today and tonight. These severe storms, as I showed you, is most likely for portions of southern Texas as well as eastern North Carolina. Let's turn this on, let it roll. For the rest of everybody, well, we got an upper level energy and cold temperatures. Yeah, it's chilly. It's going to stay that way, folks, for the next few days at least. Now, these cold temperatures are going to lead to some snow across the northern and central Rockies. The highest elevations of Colorado and Wyoming, you can expect well over 8 foot of snow. That's the higher elevations. Now, even though if you're in the lower elevations of the central high plains, you could have some precipitation type of fluctuation. Now, some may fall in the form of snow. For cities like Cheyenne, Wyoming, you could see around 6 inches of snow. In Colorado Springs, you could see some accumulating late snow also. The temperatures, well, they are expected to be below average for much of the country. And this is because of this potent cold front, especially tomorrow. Now, high temperatures in the central parts of the high plains tomorrow forecast to look to be very, very anomalous. 30 degrees below average for this time of the year. Now, in terms of the cold, low temperatures, we do have freeze warnings and frost advisories. Can you believe it? It's May. Are once again in effect for portions of the Great Lakes region and Ohio valleys. Now, the exceptions that will be warmer than normal are on the West Coast, especially California, as well as southern Texas and Florida. Your temperatures should be right around normal in the southwest. Now, warm temperatures and dry air and windy conditions, unfortunately, once again, cause these elevated to critical fire weather risk and red flag warnings are in place in Northern California and the Southwest, Southern Rockies, Southern High Plains for today. However, the conditions should improve a little bit by tomorrow. And that's a check of your weather today. Have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so very much. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe, the little J7409 weather picture in the bottom right-hand corner. Click that bell and check off all to ensure you get all my latest weather videos. Also, if you have pictures, click show more, scroll down, you'll find my email address to send them to, along with my collaboration partner, Andale Homestead at The Colony. Everybody, please stay safe if you're in these severe weather outlook areas I've told you about today. These storms are going to pop up. They're already starting to pop up, and it could get a little hairy at times. So just watch your skies and stay safe. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. I love you and thank you for everything you do for me. Please share this video information with your friends and family and on social media. It's going to be a severe weather day in certain areas and people need to know about it. This will help me keep people aware and safe. I'd appreciate it if you do that. And remember, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Love you very much. Thank you so much for watching.